Hey guys, didn't do a Monday video because we didn't have the full picture of all the decks, and we still don't, but you know, we gotta do it. But you know, since today is Tuesday, we're gonna be doing the Tuesday stream as well. So we're gonna start off with just the new cards that got revealed. We saw Amon R looks really cool, but how cool is it really? And then we're gonna talk about what happened at Springfest over the weekend. So let's get started. So this is the grade 1 Amon. Amon's follower Atrocious Blow. Auto, when this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle, look at the top 7 cards, choose up to one grade 3 Amon from among them and put them into your hand and then shuffle your deck. So nice grade 3 Amon searcher from top 7. And then the second one, the second effect is an axe, and then you just rest this card, soul charge 1. Choose one of your units with Amon in its card name, and until the end of that turn, it gets plus 1,000 for each card in your soul. So this is just straight up like a better Yellow Bolt, right? It's Yellow Bolt with a 10k shield and an AK body, right? And it has an additional effect and give power, but that doesn't really matter, right? You can just run this just to soul charge cards. So pretty good. I think this is a pretty good card, right? Second card is Amon's follower Soul Sucker, right? So when this unit is run upon by a unit with Amon in its card name, soul charge 3. And then the second effect is on the Vanguard circle, when this unit attacks, counterblast 1, soul charge 1, and this unit gets power 5,000 until the end of that battle. And at the end of that battle, if you have a Vanguard with Amon in its card name, if you have 6 or more cards in your soul, put this card in your soul and draw a card. So this one, it's alright, right? If you just have, if you're playing V and your top end is full Amon, then if you get this, it's cool. Alright, Soul Charge 3, pretty cool. And then lastly, we got Demon World Marquis Amon Reverse. So act Vanguard Circle once per turn, lock 2 of your regards, and until the end of that turn, this unit gets power plus 2,000 for each card in your soul. If this unit's power is 40k or greater, this unit gets critical plus 1 until the end of turn. And then the second effect is once per turn as well, act counterblast 1, choose up to 2 cards with Amon in its card name from your soul, call them to the rearguard circle, and at the end of the turn, put those called units into your soul. So likely what you do, right, is you do the second effect first, call 2 of them out, use their effects, like get 2 like grade 1 Amons, right, rest, soul charge 2, then you lock them so they stay on the field, right, they stay on the field, and then like that's your nice, neat little combo. Your Vanguard gets hopefully a crit, and yeah. That's it. Yeah, okay. Pretty average, I have to say. Pretty mid, right? Pretty mid, but it is what it is. Let's go take a look at some tournament results, right? So first off, we have Standard in France. We have France and Georgia, I think. So US and EU. For Standard in France, we had Bruce. This is a grade 3 Bruce build. Zorga coming first, and then Magnolia. So this is that Zorga's a bit of a weird lineup, right? And then you got, what does MDR mean? They were playing Nirvana, grade 4 Bruce, and a Bavsagra. Okay. And then we got Team Cardiff in third, so that's Solom's team. They're still getting medals, right? Still getting medals. They were taking Magnolia, Gravidia, and Bastion. And then on fourth place, there was Funbody Onsen with Baron Magnus, Bastion, and Felty Rosa. Right, Felty Rosa. Let's kind of... There's some decks. Okay, so this doesn't exist. 6Z DJ? Doesn't exist? Does it not exist? Oh, no, there it is. So okay, well, like last week, we'll kind of take a look at some of the more interesting lists, because there's kind of no point just going through everything, right? I think a lot of these you would have seen before, but yeah, this Felty Rosa running the Willista ride line, pretty similar to before. I don't like at the beginning, people who ran Felty Rosa ran the Willista ride line and then swapped back to just pure. But it looks like you're just running. The Willista is back, right? And I guess you know, did pretty well. Came 4th place. So good job. Then we had the V Premium in France. First place was Crushing Meta Stardust Crusaders. They brought Himiko, Nightmare Dolls, and Jewel Knights, right? It's crazy. Then we got Valkyrie's Chosen Radiant Enforcers. They took Gurgits, Thavis, and Tachikaze. And then we got... Okay, these guys, I think they did well in Germany as well. And apparently, people had trouble saying the name. Or at least I think the judges did. So I prepared for it. We got Solom, right? He's gonna teach us how to say it. So
the way you say Le Conseil, that's how it's supposed to be said in French.
That's exactly right. So I forgot how to say it again. Le Conseil. Okay, so they came third, right? Pretty good. With Prism, Night Rose, and Gurgits. And then in fourth, we got Rulebook with Raging Form, Night Rose, and Prism as well. So pretty cool. First place was really interesting, right? Himiko Himiko, we got this one, Himiko, here we go. This is the first place list. Himiko in reverse, but they're running this card. Brawl Antler Dragon. So when it attacks if your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, Soul Blast 3, and instead end of the battle, this unit gets the power and crit of your Vanguard that's gotten from trigger effects this turn. So I guess like your Himiko can like buff a bunch of crits to itself, and then this will just copy that, right? So that's an interesting tech. It's an interesting tech. It's running 6/6 as well, a nice 6/6 split. Okay, cool. And then we got the Fathus, Lambros. I think this is a very standard build of Lambros now. You know, I think you just have to figure out, do I run 3 Will Assault or 2 and put the last slot like somewhere else, right? So pretty nice. Then we got the Tachikaze. So this one is just we got the new Raptor, and then the Spino Driver from before. Just a bunch of, you know, Spino Extra, the good stuff, the red and the blue. Yeah, cool. Savage Shooter. Oh, nice. And then we got the Gurgit, right? So this Gurgit just doing work, right? Just doing work. I mean, Paramore, really? Paramore? But other than that, you know, it looks pretty good for a Gurgit deck, right? Just full on fronts, 1 extra draw, which is kind of strange. Maybe you'd want to run crits to keep them honest, but you know, you could just straight up just run 8 fronts. I think is fine too, right? But maybe just, you know, that extra draw might be pretty cool. And then we got in premium, right? First place was Team Cardiff again, right? Again. Feel like they've been winning every single premium tournament. Basically anything with premium in the name, they've kind of won, right? V premium they've won too, but then this time they participated in standard, so I guess they didn't win that until they renamed that format to like standard premium or premium standard, something like that, right? Then second place was Rulebook, running Hanzo, OTT, and Highlander, right? And then in third place we got Team Intra, is it Intrapo? I'm guessing the T. I don't know if the T is silent. I'm just guessing here. They were playing Jewel Knight, Beatrice, and Order Colony, and then Francis Dupree, running Narukami, Jewel Knight, and Anairos. I'm gonna need Solomon to say all those names again. But yeah, so this is the Hanzo deck, right? I think this is pretty interesting, right? I think anything, at least with Nubatama, you combo anything with like Mizukaze, I think it just work. And then you just have like Ridaze, right? Ridaze, he's got the Mugen Lord as well. So yeah, pretty nice, I think we've seen a few different kind of Nubatama builds as well. So it's pretty cool just to see like everyone trying out their own kind of Nubatama decks. And then here we got, we got the Gram, this is not Gram, this is OTT. So we've got the Susanoo with like the Popo, right? The Popo's been rising up in value, but also running like the Kaliko for the random one shots, I guess, with Amaterasu, and then yeah, cool. Bikun, and just Ichikishima for the win, right? Ichikishima for the win. So pretty nice. I think, you know, there's been players who choose to play between like, you know, Tsukiyomi as well, that does pretty well. But in the end, the game plan seems to be revolving around Popo nowadays, right? Rather than like Silent Tom, because Silent Tom it's just old stuff now. He's like last decade, right? This is the new decade. This is the Popo world. Then we've got the Highlander, right? This is just with the 2 Katias, but otherwise it's not like a Frederica build. I think in America there was like a Highlander running a Frederica build. This one just normal Highlander. So pretty cool. And then here we have just Jewel Knights, right? Jewel Knights Reservoir Dogs is great, I guess. Yeah, Jewel Knights, 3 Pack Gals, right? 3 Pack Gals, but also Sword Me. Yeah, Sword Me is cool. And then just the Crystal Lust. Oh, we haven't seen this in a while. Colburn, right? Only 2 Crystal Luster? Okay. Is that a GB8? Okay. Then Narukami. Narukami just running Eradicators, 4 Valiant Sword, and 3 Descendant. Yeah, 3 Descendant. You know, with just the Impede? No, not Impede. Unruly Dragon, that's right. Unruly and Demolition. Okay, cool. Very nice. 3 stun versus. Yeah. And then lastly, the other Jewel Knight. Because I just like Jewel Knights. They look nice. And this is only running 3 Sword Me, though. Only 3 Sword Me. Just Martin always and all that. Oh, Colburn. Back in play. I guess it's because, like, the Raw Paladin G-Guards kind of suck. And then here we have Georgia for standard. We have Team Gradelock. I think was this Fuzzy's team? I think this is Fuzzy's team, right? Playing Gravidia, Baru Magnus, and Lorneral. And then second place is Beastie Boys with Magnolia, Grade 4 Bruce, and Baru Magnus. Then third we are Trinity Dragon running Grade 4 Bruce, Magnolia, and Seraph. And then fourth we have Team Commercial with Magnolia, Seraph, and Bastion. Right, so pretty cool. And then they had a huge breakdown as well for V Premium. Unfortunately, I don't think there were that many lists for V Prem. Right, I think we're just missing a bunch. I know Noman's team came first. Good stuff. And he was bringing like a Prism and a Prism and something else. Prism and a Gurgit, right? Prism and a Gurgit, and I forgot what the last one is. But you see, there's like some really weird stuff in V Prem in America. Like, what's going on here? Is it Polaris? Is it Polaris? Right, there's Spikes, yeah, there's Dudleys, okay, there's a Harry here, that I'm kind of covering. I'm covering the GC. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of weird stuff. You know, why is there's a lot of Jewel Knights as well? You know, this is top 8. This is top 8, by the way. Right? So it would be nice to see more of those lists. We'll update you when we get more lists. Alright, we'll update you when we get more. And then in Premium, right, Georgia Premium, first place was the Rules Lawyers, bringing Chaos Breaker Dragon, Jewel Knight, and Luard. Yeah, and then second place was Team Velocitron with Victor, Autocolony, and Dieliner. And then third was Kingslayer Cards with Luard, Autocolony, and Jewel Knight. And then in fourth place was Team Greylock again, the Copium Crew. Again, I think this is Fuzzy's team. And they were saying Eugene, Dai Kaiser, and Zorga. Right? So that's a weird lineup. Now, the funniest thing, out of those three decks in fourth place, I think the most legit deck out of all of them might be the Eugene deck. And you might be going, are you crazy? No, Eugene Azarl is like fun meme deck, you know? But anyway, let's look at the Victor deck. So here is the Victor deck, right? Victor deck, second place, right? Second place, you know, they've got the new Victor, a bunch of ring standards, looks like, you know. Yeah, just very cool stuff. Kind of talk. We'll look into. I think a bunch of these would have been also posted on VG Top Deck, so we'll go through the comments there later too. This is just gonna be a more quicker one. Then we got the Super Robo one. This one is the Dai Kaiser. This is the Dai Kaiser, I think. Yeah. So let's go back. You know, hang on. The Dai Kaiser. Right? I think this is the Dieliner. I think this is the Velocitron one. No, there's no Dieliner in this. No Dieliner. So this has to be the fourth place one. Yeah, this has to be the fourth place of the Legion. The Legion, I think, I see a Garusha. So he's just gonna speed up and go into like whatever and just get crits and just pop, right? So I'm guessing that is the way. Yeah, and then here's the Chaos list that came first. So interesting, right? It's got Freeze Rays, which is good. Only one close. I respect that. It's a bit hard to get out close. He's taking in like the grade 1 unlocker to like really bust up, and then just getting more souls with Carbon, right? Carbon. So pretty interesting build. Also the Cold Death, the Cold Deck, just to make extra kind of calls down. But is not running Globulus? I guess this can help him mill his opponent's deck, which is pretty cool. And also let's him swing under. Alright, swing under. Just AK is pretty nice. So cool. Then this is the Zorga list, right? Pretty interesting list. Like 3 Zorga, 1 Ruination. I feel like you should just change these Zorgas into Ruination and like add in a Night. Like add in a Night Storm, right? And a Night Rose. And I think your deck is like 100%. It just feels like it'll be better. But I mean, it came fourth, so not bad, right? It's not bad. But I think there could be things you can improve on this list. I don't like. First off, I feel like it just doesn't have to be a Zorga list, you know. But if you're the creator of this list, let me know. Right, let me know what the game plan behind this is. I think if you go first and you just straight up ride up, I'm guessing you can like make a field and make power lines. But yeah, I think just Ruination and drawing 3 will be just pretty good too. Or Night Rose, even multi-attacking, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this deck. And then lastly, here's a Eugene list, right? Here's a Eugene list. So I think we've seen this floating around a bit. We've been playing around with it a bit as well. Just you go Eugene, right? You have a bunch of things that put 3s into Soul. and then you Nazar them ASAP, and then bam, they don't have a hand. The interesting tech here is that is running Cruel Dragon, the old Cruel Dragon. So just when you retire, right? When you retire something, you can pop them out. That's a grade 3. You superior right up. You go surprise, bro. But yeah, that's kind of it. He's not running any of the order. I think that's the capture harvest, which lets him draw a billion cards, because you don't have to. If you just discard their hand, who needs to draw a billion cards, right? Just weird. So yeah, pretty interesting. This was popping off. Well, not really popping off, but a similar deck of this did well in Japan. But they have grade 3 criticals, so they have way more 3s to work with, which is pretty nice. And then lastly, the breakdown for premium in Georgia was this: a lot of decks, a lot of different decks. So you have the Eugene, the weird stuff. You had a Great Nate, some of your Shiryuki, right? You got a lot of things. You got a lot of things going on. So yeah, I think this will be pretty interesting. If more people release their lists by Thursday, I think we'll be eating happy, right? We'll be eating happy. But that's it just for today. With the things like the nation domination like map and things, I'll update that later, just because we're still missing some data. Probably by next week we'll have a better picture of everything. So bit of a short one today. Let me know what you guys think with some of the decks that got released, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.